Yeehaw, it's YouTube Tuesday. This is Jean with C&J Farm. We're an educational, medicinal herb, retail, and music farm here in beautiful Matthews County, Virginia. It is a gorgeous day here in coastal Virginia, and it's going to be in the high 50s, and the next few days it's going to be in the 60s. But right now the farm is all prepped for winter, and I thought I'd just show you around a little bit. We really believe in natural mulch here, so all of our beds out near the Labyrinth and all over the farm actually are all mulched with leaves and pine straw. We do use hardwood mulch some, but for the winter especially, I believe in just mulching everything with leaves and pine straw, which is, nature's mulch. You can't hardly find anything better. We've got everything kind of cut down. We've got all the pots planted with winter flowers that will thrive during these cold months. They might get a little beat down in like January, February when it's so brutal, but they'll come right back. Over here we've got some yarrow it's looking great. It is looking really good, and some more winter flowers. I remember our big patch of mountain mint, which is like peppermint, and it's very medicinal. But we had a big patch. Remember, it was up like waist high. We harvested it last and cut it all the way down, and it'll be growing back. This lavender's still doing really good. I still need to go to all my lavender, and I usually do that in January. I'll go and I'll give it a really, cut it back about a third. This lavender's been in this pot for years, and basically I just make sure it gets a lot of food and some attention. But it seems like it likes it in this pot, so as long as it likes it, I'm going to leave it there because I love it being here at the entrance. But yeah, we've got everything mulched and all ready for winter. All the trees, the fruit trees, we've got pears and apple trees here. And our apple trees are the kind that I was advised to get in Virginia that don't need much spraying. We've got Aunt Rachel's and Gold Rush and Miss Molly's and things like that do pretty good. Here's the entrance to our area, and you can see we've got some flowers planted, and it just looks really good. Love our flag. It's Earth Day every day here at C&J Farm. We love practicing all organic methods, which all organic methods means that you do everything the hard way. But that's okay. Loading up the truck right now. As you can see, we've got remember when you came here last time, we had plants all over these tables. Well, now we've got them covered underneath this white plastic. Everything's going to overwinter down there. And then in the spring, we'll bring it back out, feed it, water it, and it'll be up here on the tables again for sale. We have a few things left we're going to be planting, but all the gardens are just kind of, We have our winter veggies planted here. We've got edible flowers still doing good. The strawberry bed will be coming back strong. That's milk thistle. Whenever it gets below 30, I'll be covering it. We've got lots of lettuce growing up underneath that arbor there, that tunnel. We've got lots of lettuces planted here. I'm really running late on planting my garlic. I'm going to pull up these few onions and plant garlic right there, but I will get it done. I'm going to be planting some daffodils and some tulips also. Now, this week's going to be so warm that actually CA and I we're going to open up both ends of this tunnel and just roll it back and weight it down with these cinder blocks and let the warm air get through there, because you don't want to keep your low tunnel sealed up if it gets much over 55. So you're going to see us opening those up. And usually during the winter, I crawl in there about once every few weeks and water things. And before we put all the plants in there, we fertilize them and water them really well, and then cut them back, and now they're in there just sitting, waiting out the winter. Here's our little grow house, and it's all winterized too. Out in front we've got kale, and here's some more kales and things growing. Those are Shasta daisies back there. That would be gorgeous. Come into our little hoop house, and like I said, it's all winterized. We've got all kinds of parsley and spinach and a little bit of horseradish. I have some old ginger and turmeric back there, but I'm going to be probably digging that out and starting some fresh ginger and turmeric back there in like March. And then I'll harvest it in the fall and probably freeze it. That's how I usually do the ginger and the turmeric. That makes it the easiest way to work with it. Here's a little yarrow plant waiting to get planted. I'm going to plant him anytime. Here in Virginia, you can pretty much plant year-round. You just got to be sure things get enough water. Now here in the hoop house, we've actually got a supply of spinach growing here and lettuces. And then here's a lot of edible flowers that still need to be planted out. Here's some violas. There's an ice plant. I just love them. They're so pretty when they flower. And back there's some Roman chamomile that when I get 5 minutes, I'm going to go plant it among the labyrinth. So when next spring, you'll see the little chamomile flowers growing out there along the labyrinth as you walk it. And it's going to be so pretty. The Roman chamomile is a perennial chamomile. Then we've got all the elderberry in here. Oop, one of them fell over. Then we've got some goji berries that are sitting in here. Then we've got some purslane. It's not looking too good, but I'm hoping it'll make it through the winter. And then over here we've got a little bit of stinging nettle, which I've got in here, but I'm going to be starting a new patch. I'm just trying to make sure that I find a place for it that will be safe, because I don't want anybody a visitor to the farm to run into that, because it does sting. As you can see, we're winterized here at C&J Farm. We've got the hoop house all closed up. The sides have been plastic, the back window's shut. And, this isn't a climate-controlled hoop house, but it is a good hoop house. We've got it facing the right way so that the sun gives it as much warmth and sun during the winter as possible. And then in like February, I'll be starting all my seeds. And I'll be showing you how I do that too as we come into that month. Right now, we're just busy getting ready for the holidays. And this Thursday's our big work day, and we'll be decorating the farm for Christmas. And we have a few events coming up. But CA and I are feeling pretty good now. It's always a last-minute rush to get the farm all ready for the cold weather. We've got the chicken coops all good. We've got the rabbits warm. Now it's just a matter of keeping them with good water that's not frozen, and just being proactive that way. But the dogs are good. They love their little house. We got it full of straw, and they love this weather. Our great white Pyrenees love this cold weather. So as we get more into winter, I'll be showing you more what's going on back there, and we'll check out the coop and see what we did for that, and check out the dog's house, and just be looking around the farm more. And I might even be growing some. A few years ago, I was really into cut flowers, and I used to grow tulips and daffodils and stuff for cut flower bouquets. So I might get that going again. We'll see. Depends on how many minutes I get. Anyway, sing a song of wellness as we come into this holiday season, and breathing forward. You stay well. See you next week.